Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the February 27th, 2025 edition of the Zoning Board of Adjustment for the town of Plastow, New Hampshire. Dee, would you be so kind as to call the roll?
Peter Belo,
I'm here.
Jim Unger,
Here.
Jonathan Gifford is excused, Michael Murray,
Here.
Jim O'Brien.
Here.
You have 4 voting members.
Awesome. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Makes me feel so good living in a small town. We have a set of minutes for the January 30th meeting. Do we have a motion on that?
Yeah, I move that we accept the meeting minutes of the January 30th, 2025 meeting.
Second.
Thank you so much. You got those two, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Are there any further corrections, or would we, are people comfortable going to a vote?
I'm fine.
You're good.
Let's go to a vote.
Peter Belo,
Yes.
Jim Unger,
Yes.
Michael Murray,
Yes,
Jim O'Brien.
Yes.
Your vote is 4-0-0.
Okay, Dee, would you read the first and only matter before us this evening?
Request for rehearing in the following matter. Number 25-01, a request from Alessandro Lamagno for a variance from Article 8, Section 22057C to allow an accessory dwelling unit to have 1,200 square feet of living space where 1,000 square feet is the maximum allowed. The property is located at 5 Sunview Park, tax map 44, lot 71 in the MDR zoning district. The applicant is the property owner of record.
Okay. Did we all read the request for rehearing?
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. We all did. I did as well. In that case, I won't be reading it into the record. Just put the letter into the record, please, Dee.
I will.
Do we have a motion on this request?
That was a minute ago.
Let's not all speak at once.
I move to grant the request from Alexandro
Magno.
Magno for a rehearing of ZBA matter number 25-01 regarding a variance request at 5 Sunview Park for a larger than allowed ADU.
Second, anyone?
Second,
Thank you, Michael. Well, we've all read this 2-page document, and there's some other email. There's another email that came in on Wednesday, February 5th. Yeah. So the applicant alleges that,
Could you state who the email was from?
oh, sorry. Yes, I can. Email is from Mr. Drew, the architect on this case. It was actually an exchange with Mr. Drew and Ms. Voss. Actually, and that was the last one. The earlier ones are on the 3rd February. So in this request, it's alleged that our view on the hardship is lacking. It also, the spirit and intent of the zoning myself, I'm not finding that to be correct. I think I think we were dead on the hardship issue. You know, the fact that some lots are smaller than theirs and some lots are larger doesn't mean they should be allowed to construct a larger accessory dwelling unit.
Right. Well, there's a reason why they limited the accessory dwelling to 1,000 square feet to begin with. They're looking for smaller dwellings that aren't going to necessarily have multiple bedrooms and possibly families moving in that could put a burden on the school. And if you have
Right.
a lot of that come in town, if we just allow one, I think every next person is going to want the same thing. Because it's not an unusual lot
Yep.
by any stretch.
The other thing is, as far as the hardship goes, in this email chain from the architect wrote, I did develop a plan as a 1,000 square foot ADU, which works. So that really, I think, moves the hardship off the table on this. Even the applicant is saying that a 1,000 square foot ADU can work. So based on that, those two things, I know how I'm going to vote. Does anybody else have any comments? Questions, issues?
No?
One of the items for granting a rehearing would be if some procedures were not followed. And the one that comes to my mind would be if one of the abutting neighbors had not properly received their documentation. Ms. Voss, did all the notifications went to all the people correctly?
I have the notifications here based on the abutters list that was provided to us from the applicant, which is what the law allows. There were some that did not come back, but I have evidence that they were sent, and that's all I need to prove is that they were sent.
So there are no reason for a rehearing based on the proper procedures not being followed.
So, lacking new evidence and no issues with the procedure, I don't see how we can grant this.
The applicant did submit a new plan that they omitted the common area space on that was of concern to the board. And that was one of the things that they listed as the new evidence. So I didn't know if you wanted to address that as well.
Yeah, we can. The application was for 1,200 square foot, roughly, ADU, and it didn't ask for that, laundry room. So I don't really see that as new evidence. The new drawing that they sent still shows a 1,200 square foot ADU.
Right. Well, the old drawing was closer to 1,400 square feet.
Right, but the text of what they asked for was
Right, it was
1,200.
1,200.
So, again, I'm not seeing that as compelling new evidence for me. Anybody else want to comment, or should we just go straight to a vote? Well, I'm not hearing comments.
No additional comments here.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Dee, why don't you take the roll, please?
Jim Unger,
No?
Michael Murray,
No.
Jim O'Brien,
No.
Peter Bealow.
No.
Your vote is 0-4-0, and the motion does not pass.
Okay. Do we have any other business tonight, Dee?
Just to let everybody know that we will be dedicating the town report at the Board of Selectmen meeting on Monday evening, and they'll be available for pickup that night and anytime after that.
But you're not going to tell us to who?
Correct. because they might be listening, and then it wouldn't be a surprise, right?
Okay. As we go into the election season, was it 2 weeks from now, week and a half from now, our town election?
March 11th.
March 11, town elections, and we're going to have to reorganize somehow. At our first meeting after that date, I do want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the board for being such a great board to, I hate to use the word lead because I really don't lead very much, to work with, and we'll see you on the flip-flop, I guess, as the truckers would say. With that, I'm going to call. What?
Mr. Unger, before you leave this evening, we need to have you sign your oath.
Okay, with that, I'm calling this meeting to a conclusion at 6:41.